Hello, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm really glad you're here. In tonight's video, I want to do a read about an upcoming global meditation opportunity and see if the universe has cautions or advice or wants to give us a hint of what the benefits might be to participating. And depending on what the cards have to say, we might be making some plans, but first we'll ask the cards. Let me share where this came from for total transparency. There's an organization called Connecting Consciousness. I'm not promoting it. I am a member, but I'm not promoting it. It's totally separate from what I do here. And yes, it was started by Simon Parkes. And if you don't like hearing that name or anything associated with him, you'll want to leave this video right now. I am not here to defend him. He can do that quite well for himself. And his organization works pretty separately from his active involvement. He started it, but there's focus groups and interests and things like that. And he asked his membership to consider participating in a global meditation on Sunday. Here's what the announcement looked like and how he described what the meditation should look like. Now, while it says wake up, it's not like yoga in the morning. We're talking about waking humanity up, those sleepers and normies who still are not leaving their programming behind and thinking for themselves. So here's how he lays it out. It's happening this coming Sunday on the 5th of June at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. British UK time. And you can figure out what time that would be for your time zone, because I know I have viewers all over the world, from Sweden to New Zealand to Australia and beyond. This meditation can be done as an individual or as part of a group. Visualize the human race. You could perhaps imagine lots of people. Imagine a heavy, dense black cloud or fog sitting on their shoulders, covering their head. Imagine this dense cloud to be cube-shaped. Now, visualize this cloud dissolving in the fashion as sugar placed in hot coffee or tea. Due to the satanic element and the way it recharges itself, we do not want to blast it. We have to dissolve it. At the moment you see this blackness dissolve, please visualize a bright white light coming from source to the human race, bringing a lifting enlightenment. Please visualize this heavy blackness dissolving to reveal the human race. Always be clear that this blackness is simply ignorance. I added the word simply there. You are to dissolve ignorance and free humanity. I realize that most meditations advertise many minutes, and people will say, what can you achieve in 5 minutes? But this must only be 5 minutes long. So it's a focused meditation. It's a 5-minute blast. And I thought it would be a blast to do it with some of my viewers if the universe says it's a good endeavor to participate in. So our question for the universe is going to be, this proposed global meditation, does the universe have advice about participating, and can it give us any cautions or tell us the benefit that could be had from being a participant in this event? Again, this event will cost you nothing. There's no charge, it's just 5 minutes of your time. So let's see if it's worth participating in, what cautions or advice, or maybe a hint of the benefits that the universe wants to share with us about the event. Okay, our first card is the High Priestess. Then we have the 7 of Wands. We have the 2 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 3 of Wands. 1 minute, I'll be back and we'll talk about those cards. Okay, we asked if there were cautions, benefits, or advice about participating in that proposed meditation. The situation is indicated by the high priestess, and she is one of intuition and contemplating before taking action. So it's telling me that there was a lot of thought that went into this proposal for us to participate in. Those who do participate are going to be in a defensive high ground. Okay, obviously, since it's being talked about on the internet, it's not going to catch the dark side unawares. But that doesn't mean it's going to change the effect in any way for doing it. Looking at the near past, we've got the Two of Wands. We have lots of wands showing up in this, which are an activity card. Okay, Two of Wands is about looking at heading out in a new direction. And don't we want people that aren't thinking for themselves, that are not trying to reconcile the cognitive dissonance of mainstream media and everyday life? Don't we want them doing that? The present says if we do this, we're going to be steering into out of troubled waters. So I'm getting the definite impression that there's no reason not to participate. It's been planned out and thought carefully before it was proposed. There's no cost to doing it. It's not going to harm those of us regular people on the ground doing this. I know highly sensitive people can suffer physical effects from these blast things, but I think we're all pretty typical, those of us that listen to this, and it's for a wonderful, worthy cause. Okay, if we do, there's a defeat coming up, and it's not for us, guys. It's not for us. We're going to be changing the fortunes of the world. We're going to be changing things for a lot of people. And this is a progress and success card. It will be a successful endeavor. It is worth doing. Okay. Well, since it's worth doing, hang on. I'm going to change pin here so I can talk to you. Okay, so it's worth doing. Let's do it. On Sunday, about 10 minutes before that starting time, I'm going to, unless there's some internet or electrical issue that prevents me, I will do a live stream from my YouTube channel. And we will do that together. I'm not an experienced meditator, but I can follow directions well, and I'm great at visualizing. So let's talk about it. I have no trouble picturing someone with a box on their heads, and it's made out of lucite or something. And some of those boxes are just kind of hazy, but people are still asleep inside them. And some of them are as black as those no reflection goggles that, you know, aviator sunglasses. Okay. Now, when we meditate, we're going to picture people with that gradually melting off their bodies, leaving no residue, just melting. I'm going to picture a big one-way cosmic drain for all of that goo to slide into. It's a one-way trip out of our reality. And on that one-way trip out of our reality, I'm going to picture it either landing somewhere where it was stolen from originally and is needed to bring balance back into another reality. Maybe it'll change some ocean somewhere from acidic back to life sustaining. If not, I'm going to picture that black goo being transmuted into a harmless, useless, and innocuous, innocent substance that lands somewhere else, far, far from our dimension, our reality, our world. It's a one-way drain, and when we're done, it's going to go and be gone. In the meantime, I picture sources coming from above, but it also comes from within. So whatever you picture, go for it. I'm going to picture a white light shining down on all these people. A beautiful glowing white light that surrounds them and protects them and loves them and embraces them. And it's invisible to the people that aren't awake, but they're going to feel it. They're going to feel it. and we're going to help make that happen. So if you want to do this privately in your own home, please do so. Watch the time, because part of the effect, the blast is going to be more powerful the more people that participate. So watch the time closely. If you'd like to do it with me, I'll have a timer and we'll kind of talk our way through 5 minutes, and we'll get this done. I don't see that there's any downside to it to participate. There's no cost. It's possibly a benefit. And we're being told it could change the world, and it will be a success. So especially for those of you that have said, I don't know what to do. I want to do something, but I don't know what to do. Well, here's something we can all do. Okay, well, I hope I see you Sunday, and I hope there's no internet or electrical issue that keeps me from starting this, but I'll be there about 10 minutes early. We can chat and just tune in, and then on the timer we'll go, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, you're welcome to subscribe, like, share, and comment. I send love to you all. But one last thing, guys, I'm in it. I'm not gonna argue about Simon Parks. This isn't about Simon. This is a chance to be part of a global meditation, and I am seeing no reason not to. Okay, so I'm not, if you make comments negative about him, I'm just going to be deleting them, so don't even bother. I know you can, to some people, they're trying to make him out to be a controversial figure and have stories to tell about him and what have you, but that's not what this is about. Meditation looks like it could do some good. I'm going to participate. If you want to, I'll see you there. Thank you. Good night.